I've loved doing the archival work the most. I think that's where I feel most like a historian, and where I've been able to do that right from the outset, from first year, where I was able to study about empire and in the wake of the French, and I've been able to carry that right through all the years, whether that's studying archives in colleges around Cambridge, whether that's in the university library and the archives there. So I've really enjoyed doing that and drawing my own conclusions from all the archival work that I've done.
There's two things really. There's the more general fact that you get every week you get a one-on-one or two-on-one supervision with an expert, and you go through what you've been thinking about, what you've been reading about, you get challenged, you learn more, and it really pushes you and it keeps everything fresh and interesting. And then in terms of what you actually are doing, my dissertation has been a really amazing process. You're putting into practice all these skills you've learned and see other writers do across the course, and you get to go into exactly your field, you get to consult with a real expert, and you end up producing this work that is really a product of your thoughts.
I think the research parts of the course have been the most exciting for me. So starting in first year, we had a source paper that prepared us to think creatively about the past and come up with our own arguments and interpretations on debates that have been raging for decades amongst historians. And we've used those skills to work on a research project in second year as well, coming up with a question for it, investigating, looking at source material and making my own intervention is something that I've absolutely enjoyed. Just really drawing on those weekly essays, engagement with the historiography, and just sort of more meta-analysis of history writing, drawing on all those strands and making something anew, an original piece of writing that I hope will contribute to the debates was one of the highlights of the 3 years that I've spent in Cambridge.
It's been really wonderful to lead my own research and to kind of define the parameters of my essay questions and pick out particular sources. I think you get a lot of freedom in the history degree at Cambridge, and you also get a lot of support, but you never feel as though any particular idea is being imposed on you or you're being forced to do anything in a certain way. You're given a lot of guidance and also a lot of independence, and I think it really prepares you for your 3rd year.
I think the thing about the history course that I've enjoyed the most is my dissertation in my 3rd year, because over the summer I was able to go into real archives and do some proper research all by myself, obviously directed by a supervisor, but the level of autonomy was something unlike anything I'd had previously in my degree.
I've most enjoyed a paper that I'm currently taking entitled Growing Old in Britain from 1948 to 2011. It's a course that looks at British history and the welfare state through the lens of older people, putting age as the category of analysis. And it's just been really exciting to breach into the 21st century in my studies, kind of blending the line between history and politics, and also learning about something that I hadn't seen or thought about in other ways. And I think that I've enjoyed using my papers as a new way to look at the world and a new lens to see things through.